Dear students, in this video we are going to see another important problem in flexible budget in management accounting. The expenses for the production of 10,000 unit in a factory are given below. Material 70 per unit, labor 25 per unit, variable overhead 20 per unit, fixed overhead 10, variable expenses 5, selling expenses 10% fixed, 13 distribution expenses 20% fixed, 7 administrative expenses 5. This within bracket is given 50,000, total 155. From this information we have to prepare flexible budget for 6,000 unit, 8,000 units. Let us go solution for this important part C semester examination problem. Solution: flexible budget. Draw 4 column. First column is particulars. Second column is 6,000 units. Third column is 8,000 units. Fourth column is 10,000 units. We use this space for working notes. First, the detail for 10,000 unit is given. So, we fill up 10,000 units column. Material 10,000 into 70 become 7 lakh. Next, labor 10,000 into 25 become 2,50,000. Then variable overhead 10,000 into 20 become 2 lakh. This 3 is variable overhead and this is fixed overhead, and administrative expenses is fixed overhead. Variable expenses is variable overhead. This 2 is semi variable overhead. I told you in the last video, if nothing is given in the question within bracket, we can come to a conclusion that it is a variable overhead. If amount is given in the question, see, fixed overhead within bracket 1 lakh is given. Administrative expenses in the question it is given 50,000 in bracket. If amount is given within bracket in the question, we can come to a conclusion that it is a fixed overhead. Likewise, if percentage is given, 10% is fixed, 20% is fixed is given, that is to be taken as semi variable overhead. So, next is fixed overhead 1 lakh. So, it is a fixed overhead. So, write 1 lakh for 6,000 unit as well as 8,000 units. Next is variable expenses 5 per unit. 10,000 into 5 become 50,000. Then selling expenses split into 2. 10% fixed, then remaining 90% is variable. Now selling expenses is given 13. So 10,000 into 13 become 1,30,000 split into 2. 10%, 90%. 1,30,000 into 10% become 13,000. 1,30,000 minus 13 become 1,17,000 is the 90%. So fixed is 30,000, variable is 1,17,000. So write 13,000 for 8,000 unit, 13,000 for 6,000 unit because it is fixed variant, fixed overhead. Next, distribution expenses. Again, it is semi-variable, right? 20% fixed, remaining 80% is variable. 10,000 into 7 become 70,000. Split into 2, 20%, 80%. 70,000 into 20% become 14,000. 70 minus 14 become 56,000. So 20% fixed, right? 14,000. Then 56,000. So 14,000 for 6,000 unit, 14,000 for 8,000 unit because it is fixed. The last one, administrative expenses. Amount is given in the bracket 50,000. So it is a fixed overhead, right? 50,000 for 6,000 unit as well as 8,000 unit. When you add, you will be getting total overhead. Next, we have to find out the missing figure because we filled the fixed overhead, remaining is variable overhead. To find out the variable overhead for 6,000 unit, 6,000 divided by 10,000, cancel the 0, so into 6 by 10. Likewise for 8,000 unit, 8,000 by 10,000, cancel 30, that is 8 by 10. You will be getting variable overhead for 6,000 unit and 8,000 unit. 7 lakh into 6 by 10 become 4,20,000. 2,50,000 into 6 by 10 become 1,50,000. 2 lakh into 6 by 10 become 1,20,000. 50,000 into 6 by 10 become 30,000. Then 1,17,000 into 6 by 10. We go for calculation. 1,17,000 into 6 by 10 and 0, cancel 0, 0, 42, 6, 70,200. Then 56,000 into 6 by 10. Again we go for calculation. 56,000 into 6 by 10. 33,600. That's it. Likewise, we go for 8,000 unit. 7 lakh into 8 by 10 become 5,60,000. 2,50,000 into 8 by 10 become 2 lakh. Then 2 lakh into 8 by 10 become 1,60,000. Then 50,000 into 8 by 10 become 40,000. Then 1,17,000 into 8 by 10. We go for calculation. 1,17,000 into 8 by 10. 93,600. Then again 56,000 into 8 by 10. 44,800. If you total, you will be getting total overhead. 0, 6 plus 2, 8. Again 7, 7, 3, 10. 0, 1, 3, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 21, 22, 25, 30, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10,08,800. It is total overhead for 6,000 units. For 8,000 units, 4, 1, 4, 7, 11, 4, 15. 167 13 17 18 27 28 32 37 3 3 5 8 9 10 11 12 12 lakh 75,400 for 10,000 unit. 3 7 10 20 2 2 5 7 7 5 12 13 14 15 20 25 2 15 lakh 50,000. Thank you.